First, we're going to do a tour of the closet. There's a few empty tanks we have covered up because we don't want to spoil any surprises for future videos. So first, I think we'll go over here next to some of my clothes. Here, we have a giant day gecko. It's a very flighty species, so we're not going to take him out, but you can see him down there underneath the court. Yes, saw him for a second probably. They're flighty animals, but they're really active during the day, which, you know, most geckos, like crested geckos, leopard geckos, they're all nocturnal, so you don't see them during the day. But I love these guys because they're interactive and, like, you see them a lot during the day. So that's really cool. Next to him, we have my northern green frog tank. As you can see, this guy's young, and he also has all of his limbs. Oh, look at him. He thinks that that's food. This frog, we assume was cut by, like, a lawnmower or something. Eaten by, like, partially by a cat. Anyway, he healed all up. I took him home, healed him, and he's fine now. So he's really cool to have. They're really interactive animals. Below the frogs, we have my fire skink tank. As you can see, the male is out and he's active. I have a female in here as well. There's a breeding pair. I've had babies. They do produce like a few times a year. It's pretty cool. The female is really shy. Usually she's underground laying eggs or, you know, just being secretive, but the male's really outgoing. You can see he'll follow my finger, and he's, you know, really really cute. They're really cool. Above the skinks and the frogs, we have my leopard gecko. As you can see, he thinks I'm about to feed him. Yeah, I'll take him out for you guys. He's about to go into shed, I'm pretty sure. He's a little bit pale and ashy. Hey, baby. Alright. This is him. His name is Jupiter. He is 5 years old. He's really sweet. He's good at handling, you know, leopard gecko, classic beginner reptiles, but yeah, he's a good boy. 2 empty tanks over here, and then this is an upcoming project that's actually going to be dealt with tomorrow. Above that and all the empty cages, we have one of my Kenyan sand boas. Kenyan sand boas are great beginner snakes. They like to burrow, as you can tell. I'll have to look around for her. Probably, yep, there she is. She's gorgeous. She's really good at handling snakes. They shouldn't be something you should be feared of. They're actually really nice animals. So yeah, she's really sweet. I love her. This is Gaia, the Kenyan sand boa. And she's a normal pattern, by the way. She's no special morph or anything. There's a painting I did this school year, and down here we have my other Kenyan sand boa. His name is Orion. Gaia and Orion. Maybe you know the tale of the Greek mythology tale. If not, you can look it up. So he's a lot smaller. He's a male Kenyan sand boa. There he is. I see him moving. Yeah, he's small. I'm sure you see every pet YouTuber have one of these. But his name's Orion. He's about to go into shed. He's a little pale. But he's an Kenyan sand boa, and anery means the lack of orange or yellow in the pattern. As you saw with my normal, you can see the orange she has. It's beautiful, but he doesn't have that. As a male, he's a lot smaller. So yeah, that's my other Kenyan sand boa. We have the things I keep my crickets in. Another empty tank. We have my mister that I use to go around and spray everyone. Down here, I used to have like 17 hermit crabs. Don't have as many anymore. I had a big flood. That was unfortunate. And when my room, as you see, if you remember, it looks a lot different from how it used to. And when we were in the process of moving, yeah, it flooded. So unfortunately, I lost like most of my hermit crabs. But I do have a few new Ecuadorians. Here's one. I have 3 in here. I also have 2 purple pinchers. So here's an Ecuadorian. As you can see, they look different from the ones you see in most pet stores. They're more exotic. They require higher temperatures than the purple pinchers, or the Caribbean hermit crabs. So yeah, that's an Ecuadorian. And here's a purple pincher. This is one I've had for a long time, a few years now. You have an empty setup right here. If you guys did remember, I used to have guinea pigs, if you're a long-time viewer. I had 3 guinea pigs. Unfortunately, they were old. I mean, I had them for 5 years, and you know, guinea pigs, they live 5 to 8 years. Fortunately, my baby was inbred, so she ended up passing away from complications internally. The other 2 died of old age. So that was unfortunate. Now I'm converting this into some kind of lizard enclosure. I'm thinking a bearded dragon. We'll see tomorrow. But down underneath is my rabbit cage, and as you can see, here he is right here. This is Finnegan. He's a Holland Lot male. He's just like, I don't know what you would call this, like a cinnamon or like ginger, just, you know, pretty color rabbit. He loves head rubs, as you can see. And this is his cage. It's like 4 3/4 feet by 2 3/4 feet. yeah, it's kind of an odd in size, but he loves it. And I don't keep him in here. He's free roam around my room. It's bunny proofed in my room. So this is just his area for hay, litter box, water, food. Yeah, so he's out all day, every day. All the toys, they're usually scattered around my room. I put them in that bin just so it looks a little neater in the video. Here we have my stand of succulents. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. Most people have succulents. I love them a lot. There's a bunch of different varieties I've gotten from reptile shows, you know, hardware stores where they sell a bunch of them, and just friends. You know, like having plants in my room. My dad's in the nature feel, and they're cool to have, even though they don't like move like animals. I enjoy having them around. Alright, so this here is my window, as you can see, with all my plants in. I also have a chair here. I also have a table. Then right next to that, I have my bird cage. Here is my 7 to 8 year old female cockatiel named Coconut. You probably know her if you've been around for a while. She's molting right now. She looks kind of pathetic, like her feathers. Her crest is like tiny, and she looks kind of trashed. It's just because she's molting and her feathers are all whacked. Yeah, she's growing new ones in. It's not a very comfortable process for them, so she's kind of grumpy as well. She's always grumpy, but yeah, that's her. She's cool. I enjoy having her around. We got a loft bed earlier this year. It's great because there's so much more room for all the animals and for my rabbit, and I really enjoy having it. So around my desk we have a lot of artwork that I've done. I am an artist. It's a hobby I enjoy, but that's not what this channel's about. This is just about animals, so you won't see it. And yeah, I do enjoy doing realistic drawings and all kinds of different stuff. A bunch of art supplies and just, you know, all kinds of stuff. And there's also a little keyboard right here because I enjoy music as well. So next to my loft bed, we have my turtle tank. This is a 75-gallon community turtle tank with some South American cichlids as well. On the far back of the basking platform, there is my loggerhead musk turtle. And the one that just flew into the water, that is my Japanese pond turtle. They all have names too, but that's probably not the focus of this video right now. This is northern diamondback terrapin. Up here is my painted turtle named Gucci. He's very important. He's probably going to be a center of the channel. He has a very interesting personality. He's very silly. Down here, I have Asian leaf turtle. This is the only female in the tank. She is crazy. I love her. And then I also, among those turtles, I also have some South American cichlids. Here I have 2 blood parrots, juvenile blood parrot cichlids. Here I have a red hump geophagus. Down here I have a firemouth cichlid. He's definitely the most aggressive out of this tank. This is his territory over here. Up here I have a red spot severum, still a juvenile. These fish are all going to grow quite a bit more. This is a 29-gallon isolation tank. This is my other diamondback terrapin. He was being aggressive to 2 of the turtles in the other tank, so I have him separated here. He also wasn't eating when I got home, so I separated him just to get his weight up, and he eats fine now. He did eat pellets, so now he eats pellets. He's healthy. He's a healthy weight. I don't know if I'll be able to reintroduce him up to this tank. He does have a problem with this other diamondback terrapin. He likes to bite the flippers of that one. She has a scar, or he has a scar. They're both males. Yeah, they might not be able to be reintroduced to each other, but I will set up a community tank with him with other turtles that are not diamondback terrapins. I think he'd do great there because he doesn't seem to have an issue with others. So I know this is small, this tank is small, but it's just temporary. Some of my art again, but beneath that we have all my fish supplies and also my 38-gallon planted community tank. So in this tank I have a lot of mollies. I have a hatchetfish, I have a Bolivian ram, a few cories, a lot of snails, and a few black neon tetras. I used to have an angelfish, maybe you might remember. Unfortunately, I got flukes in the tank, and when I went to treat the medication, it was expired because as you can see, I was using Prazi Pro to treat that. This is a new bottle now, but I had a smaller one. It's at the bottom. I don't like how it's there because it washes off. So I thought it said 2018 and it would have been fine, but it must have said like 2015 or something. Who knows? But anyway, I think the medicine was expired and it killed off a lot of the fish in here. But yeah, I love my mollies. They're beautiful and they're doing really well. These guys are doing really great. As you can see, their colors are wonderful, they're fat and they're healthy, and I just love them as guys. Beneath my 38-gallon freshwater tank, we have a small 5.5 gallon aquarium. In here we have one juvenile Vietnamese mossy frog. Here you go. Yeah, so that's him. He's really small. He's lethargic since it is not the daytime at the moment. Put him back in here. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I do plan on getting more Vietnamese mossy frogs. When they get a lot bigger than this, like 3 to 4 inches, they're really great frogs to have. We have another empty 5.5 gallon, and we also have another empty 5.5 gallon here. We have another rack of enclosures, well 4 technically because that one's divided. Here we have my 2 juvenile turtles. Here we have juvenile European pond turtle. His name is Louis. And here we have a Chinese Reeves turtle. He has a little damage to his shell, as you can see. It's healing up, actually. Yeah, he was bitten by a larger turtle. That's why his tail is short. It was bitten off by a larger turtle. He is now in here. He's healing. He's doing really well. As you can see, they're very inquisitive creatures. They think I'm gonna feed them. So yeah, that is Louis, and this is Versace. Above the juvenile turtle tank, we have my large 35-gallon enclosure. This is my ball python tank. He's still a juvenile. He's an albino ball python. I'll take him out in a second. But yeah, as you can see, simple setup. He does really well in here. I don't mind the cut on my pinky for some reason. I don't remember when that happened. But this is my albino ball python. His name is Artemis, and if you do know your Greek mythology, you'll know that's a name for a female character, but I literally don't care. So I don't care. I like the name. So this is Artemis. He's a really good boy. He's thick, you know, not overweight. He's perfect. He's wonderful. Yeah, really cute. I love his patterns. He also has like some oranges as well, which he has a deep yellow and it's like maize almost. I really like that about him. I love orange and he's a nice color. So let's get him stretched out here. So above the ball python enclosure, we have my divided Crested Gecko tank. I don't know the specific dimensions. If you guys are actually interested in that, I'll put it in the description. Where is he? There he is. Alright, so we're gonna take him out because he's kind of cage aggressive, but once he's out, he's not. This right here, not specific on the morph, but this is my male blonde chevron flame Crested Gecko. He is a frog, but as you can see, he had a beautiful tail, but when I was cleaning his cage, he's a really spastic gecko. He's very shy, and yeah, he likes to fly whenever you scare him. So when I was putting him back in his cage after cleaning it, he dropped his tail because he got freaked out, unfortunately. But he is sweet boy. I love him. To Aspen, this male Crested Gecko, we have my female Crested Gecko named Tux. She, on the other hand, very sweet gecko, and she's easy to handle, except her tail is wrapped around the plant. There we go. Alright, this is my female olive bicolored Crested Gecko. She's not fired up. Ignore that on my arm. I fell when I was longboarding. Fun. That really hurts. Yes, I love her. She's sweet. I've had her for a few years now. She's not the prettiest Crested Gecko, but to be honest, I don't really care about color for like all my animals. You know, it still has the same personality. She has a really nice personality, really handleable. Anyone who comes into my room who has never handled a reptile before, this is a good reptile I will usually choose. We have this 12 by 12 by 18 Exumed enclosure. It's live planted up in the corner. He's sleeping right now. It's not night. This is my clown tree frog. I plan on getting more, but yeah, this guy, I'll get him out. He's beautiful. One thing a lot of people don't, there he goes, get him. One thing a lot of people don't know about clown tree frogs, you've probably seen them before, at nighttime, they pale. So their bodies, that red is almost the same color as the white spot. When I first got him, I had a situation where I thought I lost him because he blended in with the sphagnum moss. I spent hours looking for him, and then at the end of the day, I found him right back where he was sleeping. He looks the same as straight, so that was fun. Just so if you guys are interested in keeping them, just a note, they change color. On my dresser next to this small frog enclosure, we have my dumpy tree frog enclosure. Here's one right now. I have 3. This is cedar. My finger, let's see. Yes. Yes. He's a good boy. I have tongue feed, but sometimes I hand feed, so he's, you know. There we go. Oh, that happened. I also have, that's my other one, and I have a third. Probably down on that leaf. Look down. Is it up there? Maybe there. So yes, I have 3 dumpy tree frogs, or white tree frogs is what they're actually called, but I call them dumpies. A lot of people call them dumpies. That's their nickname. Yeah, so that's my farm enclosure.